Yeah, this is the 44-year-old Otaku. And yeah, I know it's been a while, you guys, but I decided I'm gonna go on ahead and read some of my reviews from the from stories I've reviewed. As you can see, it's not on me; it's on my computer. I'm gonna read it, and we'll start off with Bits and Bob's Chapter 53. The review date was yesterday, or August the 2nd in 2017. The line, "Oh my god!" slash Merlin, the multiplying, has to be in it if both go to Hogwarts with them. This one was a like a prologue, or little teaser to a story where it was called Jean and Jane. Of course, it was a Harry Potter story. It's called Jean and Jane. Hermione ended up being twins, and the author decided, since no one really knows what Hermione's real middle name was, it was either Jean or it was either Jane, they said, let's go ahead and make her twins. So that's what that one was about. I can see Draco say it. Rage Never Dies. July 13th in 2017 was the review date. This was a Ruby Ashura's Wrath crossover. John becomes Asura. Was Asura. Hey, can I do a full story of this when I get a chance? Next one. Leaf Saints. Leaf Village Saints. Sorry, cannot read. This was a Naruto Saints Row cross where Naruto was the player character, the boss, and QB ended up being that. June 28th, 17. Oh no. Boss of in a Triwizard tournament. Harry Potter Pokemon. Harry was sent to another universe, basically the Pokemon universe, and he ends up being Giovanni. I want to say the pure Japanese Pokemon universe, because Team Rocket is like basically total badass. It was just Jesse and James that were fucking idiots. Excuse my language. So basically, this Team Rocket would cut off the arm to save the body. Unwinnable, another Ruby crossover. Another Ruby story. It's an AU. June 23rd of 17. John basically, he has a semblance that basically takes his, I want to say his DNA. Basically, it cranks up his, what I want to say, pheromones, and he's the ultimate chick magnet. It's unwinnable, like I said. This is all I have to say. Damn, John. Love Hina Consequences. This was part of a Consequences story. Group. I think it was by Snafu the Great. I do not know. And basically, I think there was 3 that I know of so far. There is a Mortal Kombat one too, and it's in either X or it's 9. Not so sure. In this one, though, however, Keitaro was accused of impregnating Kitsune. The girls wanted him out of the house. Out of the apartment building or whatever. Even though it was turned to a hostel for scared little girls to the from a hot spring. The thing of it was, what was it? Since he was like, no, I wouldn't touch Kitsune with a 10-foot pole. Well, they didn't believe him. He tried to get everybody to believe him. His own parents didn't believe him. The whole shoot match, he was like, okay, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gone. Excuse my language again. So he leaves. And then the others were like, he really left. I think it was, he also got injured or something like that. He got injured and the girls started to feel guilty about what they did. But they said, we can't say anything. We're all in this together. Well, it turns out Haruka finds out about it. And she goes, okay, you know what? You getting the fuck up out of here. Excuse my language again. So the girls leave. Turns out Hina finds out that they were lying. That they lied. So she did remove them. She removed them from the little hostel, and they couldn't even leave with their bags. So he left, and so this was like I think about at least 10 years later, where good grief, I'm watching Law and Order. This dude, I think they just found this dude wearing women's lingerie, and he's been shot in the gut. He was shot in the gut.
These are not used. They also wanted the condo. But you used Realtor.com with more homes for sale.
So,
you found the condo before these.
So this one was basically what was it? Hina was about to die. Hina had died and was going to, and they were going to go. Haruka was begging him to come back to Japan so that he can go to the funeral. And so the thing's going. Wouldn't it be interesting if this one and say the Rama one were part of the same story, i.e., Kaylin's Rama's daughter? The Rama one was basically the same thing. The entire crew tries to kill Rama, but someone tries to kill Rama. Rama gets removed from the Tendo household. He was in the hospital. The Doka says, you know what? He's through. I'm canceling all the engagements. So he takes her away, and it turns out the entire the Tendo household was like, Nabiki basically was like trying to get money for the family so the family can be on their feet. And she tried to make deals, but she made the wrong deals, and she basically had everybody. Had the entire family lynched. Thing of it was, Nabiki was thrown out of a Tokyo University annex because of what she did to Tofu, because Tofu left Kasumi. The whole shooting match, and now the money that she was supposed to have. She was supposed to pay this one person that gave her the money to pay these two goons, was basically gone, and Gema and Sun basically drank up all the money. And so the person that came up, because she had saved it, and said, hey, I gotta pay this woman back. Woman comes up and goes, okay, I want my money. And she said, I don't have it because these two idiots drank up all the money. And she goes, okay, I'll give you a week. You either pay me my money at 300% or give me the fight I want. I want a fight. I want a fight against one of the greatest martial artists out there. And the Akami's like, I'll take you on. And she just looks at her and laughs. and laughs and says, "No, I want Rama Saltome." So there you go. So that's who it was. So yeah, that's what the Rama consequences was. John Ryu Long, Dragon Contractor. This was basically John's father disowned him from the family, and sealed him. But when he sealed him, he had activated these dragons within him. All these dragons within him, and these were like masters, 9 of them. Yeah, these were like gods, dragon gods in a remnant. So he was taking them. He was taking and training them. So and his family, and his father, and his brothers, his half brothers got jealous. So make it quick. This dude wasn't. It was. What was it? Oh, June 14th. He hadn't updated lately. So it was make it quick. I'm seeing the villagers with pitchforks and torches. An interesting find. Basically, John is like he's walking to his dorm and he hears this noise, and he hears this noise in Ruby's dorm, opens the door, and he finds something interesting. As you can see, if you can see it from the review, why am I not surprised that it was Yang masturbating? From a Potter to WWE Champion 1, May 12th. This one was for all my Cena haters that are Potter fans. Harry Potter as John Cena. It's basically almost around now. Wouldn't it be? I would have had. He tells them that he's who he really is. I would have had the Shield know as well. Hell, I see Roman and maybe Seth as wizards. Forgotten. I can't remember what the story was about, but it was a Harry Potter crossover. It was a Harry Potter story. And he goes, but I do remember the scene. Harry goes to Gringotts and he goes get healed. And he started quoting the Deadpool movie. And he's quoting the Deadpool movie. You know, like, oh, you gonna leave me here with slightly angry Rosie O'Donnell, and don't make and of course, you know the line where Ryan as Wade make light of his previous role as Green Lantern. Don't make the suit green or animated, which is one of my favorite lines in a superhero movie. So the what's his face? The review is. I was going to say if you start having Harry sing "Shoop," I was out. Before Deadpool starts kicking ass, you know the highway scene where he's shooting everybody and starts kicking ass. When he starts kicking ass, excuse my language again. He was singing "Shoop" by Salt and Pepper. Reaping with Sorrow. I'm surprised Cardin's still breathing. Reaping with Sorrow was an Overwatch Ruby crossover. John gets killed by Vice, Blake, and Yang, pushing him into a grim pool, and he basically turns into Reaper. And it was all because he lied on the fact he lied to get into Beacon. And Cardine found out about it, so that's why I said surprise he ain't killed him. Turning to Dark Knight. Basically a high school D by D DC Universe crossover. Issei, non-perverted Issei becomes Batman. Please tell me you're using the Fate versions of Gilgamesh for any others. Female for the dudes. April 30th. Raised by the heart with the Hardys. This one dude had
Does he have a key? Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know.
He. Yeah. This one dude wanted to work with me to write a story where Harry was raised by the Hardy brothers, by the Hardy boys. So yeah, was wondering, could you send the rough drafts? I could be your beta for it. Also, I have a couple of guys that can help us if you want. Also, you said you were going to college, right? Tell you what, write some of it. Let me know what you want done, and I'll try to help you out. Black Paul. Black Paul was a Rama Gold Digger crossover. It had the likes of Kim Possible. It had some stuff from Judge Dredd and Star Wars and other goofy things. And in chapter 8, this was chapter 8. This one's done for a while, but it hadn't been, as you could tell by the date, hasn't been updated. Oh, this one was done in 08, but the review was in 17, and he was asking, does the Japanese have Miranda rights? Here's my answer: they don't. They don't. This is what I got from Google. When a suspect is arrested, he is informed of two rights, analogous to the Miranda rights. If a suspect cannot afford an attorney, one will not be appointed. There are no public defenders in the Japanese legal system. Prosecutors in Japan do not generally go for a trial unless they have overwhelming evidence of guilt. Sekirei, Guardian of the North. Sekirei, of course, AU. Minato was a superhero, a vigilante at one time, and during this time that he was a vigilante, he was helping out. He had been targeted by the by the Yakuza, and got injured. But during this time, he got his Sekirei and all the Hoshin match, so he was helping them, helping out, guarding up in the north and all. So he ends up getting his harem, but a little bit more. Hell, what's her name? Kurasuba ends up being with him. During that time, he was telling the story about what had happened and how he met this one chick. She is not a Sekirei, but the thing of it was, she set up this thing, and the house he was staying in was compromised, so she set this entire area up, and it was sort of like a cross between the back computer and a shield helicarrier. So this is why I said this. When did he become Ruby, meaning Minato? I'm expecting to see Yuri, that's the girl's name that he had met and helps him. Give Minato a stupid nickname, like Tony did to Fury. Two more before we end this for tonight. Phoenix from the Ashes. Rama's story where basically, thanks to Akane, shampoo runs him through. He gets paralyzed from the waist down, goes to the hospital, It's basically done by Fred Herot. I can't remember what he is on Facebook, but not Facebook, fanfiction.net. Basically, he helps him out. Ataru from those obnoxious aliens. He ends up getting two clone sisters. They end up being bioroids, and they come up and go, we can help him. So, thing of it was, Rama's mind ends up being split and shatters during the time. But before it shatters, one, he gets bioroids. He gets bioroids that are like one was the clone. One was the clone. One was the curse. Another one represented the Nekokin. But he was fine. Okay, it was fine. I'm fine. It's no problem. Till he meets up with his mom. He realizes his mom's like, well, why'd you do this? Why'd you allow it? Because Gemma's mom said, you know what? I'll accept him. I'll take him under my wing. I'll protect him. He'll be a member of my family. And Gemma's last name was not Saotome. He'll be a member of my family. The whole shoot match. So he accepts. Nodoka was upset over the fact of the matter. They argued and all, and it just shattered him because he thought Nodoka didn't love him anymore, and so with that it shattered. The last one does come out. No. I'm sorry. The last one was the Nekokin. The second one was what is her name? What was the name? The Magatama he had found when he was younger in China. He also throws in like people who ends up being gods, warriors during fights and all. So I was wondering if there was going to be a Finn McCool. Are we going to see Finn McCool anytime soon in your stories? And the last one for tonight. Naruto Namikaze, Demon Lord Pokegirl. Pokegirl, Naruto, crossover. Naruto is Naruto,